Standing in the back paddock alongside driver Yannick Gingras to get his thoughts on his lineup this evening. We're going to start off in some non-stakes action. Yannick, Woe Black Betty, you raced her last time out. You just barely hung on for the victory. She looked a little bit like you were giving her some reminders on the lead. Was she a little bit lazy up there? And what are your thoughts going into tonight?
Yeah, she definitely was lazy. She just really didn't know what she was doing up there. A little lost, but try to keep her covered up tonight. Don't want to do it too many weeks in a row on the lead, and hopefully following somebody, she'll be a little gamer.
All-time trot was one that made a couple of moves last time up, but just got picked off by the stablemate. Assess that effort, and what are you expecting from her tonight?
I really liked her last time. I thought she raced tremendous. Yeah, like you said, there was a couple moves. I had to get around the last turn. The horse on the lead wasn't going to take me where I needed to go, and I had to pull a little bit earlier than I would have liked. But I thought it was a tremendous effort, and she has good post to work with tonight. So I think she has a really good chance.
Someone who doesn't have a good post to work with is you, Brutes. Someone that you've driven all season long, and you kind of referenced that he was a little bit too aggressive at one point, but has gotten a little bit less aggressive throughout the season, maybe a little bit lazy. What's your game plan from post number 10, and what are you expecting from him tonight?
Probably looking to go forward. We'll see how he feels out of the gate and stuff, but I would definitely say plan A is to try to get him involved early. I actually trained him on Wednesday. He trained really good, but he was aggressive. He was on the bit, and hopefully he's a little bit like that tonight because he's going to have to be. He can't be lazy and trying to leave from post 10. So we'll see how he feels and go from there.
Alexis Cody, one that didn't get the job done in the Breeders' Crown, but has had a sensational season. He has a really good draw to work with here tonight. What kind of trip are you hoping to get this evening, and what are you expecting from him tonight?
Definitely not first up from the quarter on. Definitely was not the right trip in the Breeders' Crown. The horse has been, like you said, he's had a tremendous season. It's a perfect post for him. We'll see what happens in the race. There's speed to the inside, speed to the outside. So now, the way he is, I can drive it any which way. So we're just going to see how he goes. But ideally, I'd like to be forwardly placed probably, but we'll see how the track plays out and all that stuff. We got a ways to go before we get to him.
And lastly, I'm going to ask you about AI, one that has raced really, really well all year, but his efforts compared to the small track to the big track really haven't been there. Last time out, though, Yannick, a lot of interest late in the mile. Do you have even more confidence with him back on the big track here tonight, going for some big dough off that effort?
Yeah, I do, but I always had confidence in the horse. I actually thought the big track would pick him up when he came from Buffalo or Batavia, whatever, early in the season. He came here for the kindergarten. He was no good at all. Went through a little lull there. He wasn't quite as sharp. In the Star Stake final, he was tremendous. He won pretty easy, and he was back to himself. Vernon, he made a break just behind the gate, but it wasn't, the track. I do think the big track fits him just fine. It's just been kind of like wrong days when he raced on the big track, more the reason. I think he's got a great chance tonight, and same thing for him. He's got a really good post, so we'll try to take advantage of that.
Appreciate your time as always, Yannick. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.